36-0. That is the largest margin of victory in a professional football game ever that was not a result of blatant match fixing. Can we beat that in FM? And by how much? Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the channel. I am Viperous Cow, and let's get right into it. This on your screen right now is the game in question and the result that we are going to try to overhaul in Football Manager 2022 today. Arbroath 36, Bonaccord 0 in 1885. It was a Scottish Cup game between two very clearly mismatched sides. And yes, it did end 36-0. And there was no match fixing that we know of. It was in the 1800s, so who really knows? But that is still, to this day, the record high result. You can take a look at it here. It was the first round of the Scottish Cup, September 12th, 1885. Bonaccord was only 1 year old, Arbroath were 7 years old. Some sources state that Bonaccord was really a cricket club and received confirmation to enter other than the actual football team. But no, I guess that isn't true. So now there are Shotts Bonaccord. I did try and replicate this, so you'll see the teams I've chosen. I did try and make it Arbroath versus Bonaccord again, but for some reason the game would not let me create that friendly. It was just refusing, and so we had to improvise a little bit. There was this game, which we'll come to in a second. It was 149-0, except there was a lot of controversy, as you can see, thrown game, match fixing, all that fun stuff involved. So we don't count that. We're going to go with the 36-0 and see not only if we can beat it, but just how far we can go. And so with that, let's dive into FM and see exactly who is up to the task. So the first team involved is France, arguably the most talented national side to appear in the last decade or so. You will notice there's one big asterisk here missing that I did notice just as I was getting ready to play this, and I'd already saved it. I didn't want to go back and redo the holiday and things. Kylian Mbappe is injured, so he will not be involved. It was an auto pick. I didn't pick the squad, but it's still pretty good, isn't it? Lloris, Pavard, Varane, Kimpembe, Hernandez. This is an auto pick, but even the bench: Dembele, Zuma, Koundé, Camavinga. There's just so much talent in this team. It's incredible. They should go on to great things. Whether they will or not is another question. So for the game one, we're just going to do, it's all going to be, well, not all going to be preset tactics. This is preset tactics. I picked vertical tiki-taka, try and get the most goals possible, make it somewhat realistic to how they might approach a game like this in real life. So France are the team that are going to be scoring all of the goals. You'll see Odsonne Edouard hopefully hammer in 10 plus when it comes down to it. And their opponents, football's most famous whipping boys, San Marino. So San Marino have been chosen. I'm playing them in this 5-4-1-0 because I just have a feeling that's something they might do to try and avoid utter humiliation if they were to play France away in a random game. So they're going to start with this, a good old park the bus. As you can see, they have, 3 players worth noting. Their goalkeeper, a right midfielder, and a centre-back. I don't think that's going to help them much. We'll do this kind of control game number 1 with fairly legitimate tactics, normal setups. They're all going to be, only commentary really quick. I'm not going to instant result it because I think at that point when I start messing around with formations, the AI assistants will just switch them back. And so we're going to go into the games for real, run through them, see what the scores are. And then we're going to start getting creative and see exactly just how far we can push it. Alright, we are underway. You should just eventually see the score start to tot up over here as things progress. There's no replays, just super quick commentary, runs through pretty fast. Very tame start, 0-0, one shot 15 minutes in, so hopefully the rest of the games go a little bit more than this. We're not going to sit through every single moment of every single game. We'll probably just skip toward some interesting points toward the end, but just kind of introduce you to the concept. This is how I'm going to sit and run through every single match. Just let them play out, only make subs when I have to. I'm just going to leave it as much as possible, and then we'll go from there. So I'll probably see you when this game is over to let you know how the control has turned out. Alright, so as it turns out, France were kind of rescued a bit of embarrassment there. It took 84 minutes to break down the resolute San Marino defense. You see Benedettini with a 7.7. But odds on Edouard finally broke the deadlock after 84 minutes. Kingsley Coman adding a second after 92. So the control game ends 2-0 to France. That's our benchmark. Seems a little bit low, but we're going to be a little more crazy from there and see how things work out. Alright, so for game number 2, we're already getting a bit outrageous. San Marino are going to play with people just piled forward as far as they can possibly go. The caveat being that this game is not like some of the older ones where you could just throw the goalkeeper wherever you wanted. You didn't need to have one. You do need to have one. So Benedettini, I have a feeling, is going to hate his life by the end of this game. But he is going to be back there. Everyone else going to be pushing pretty far forward. And then for France, we're going to leave things exactly as they are. The 4-2-3-1 tiki-taka for now. We might eventually start tweaking with the French formation as we go. But for now, we're going to leave it fairly standard and go from there. So we'll jump back into the game and see if this provides anything better than that initial 2-0. Okay, so halftime, a little bit more exciting. France have scored 8, but San Marino's all-out attack has yielded some kind of fruit because they did score. It's 8-1, Fabry with a goal after 42 minutes. Could have been 9 for France, Edouard missed a penalty after 8 minutes. But it's 8-1. Definitely getting better, but we're not getting anywhere near the heights of 36-0 yet. Let's see how this game finishes up, and then we'll take it from there. Alright, end of that game, a definite and convincing improvement, 13-1. San Marino did actually end that game with 10 men as well. Benedettini conceded 13 times and had an 8.0 rating, which is reminding me of something we're going to have to do next game, which is get him out of the net. But other than that, 3-10 ratings, Coman, Griezmann and Edouard, despite missing a penalty with a 10 rating. 13-1, complete dominance. Definitely food for thought moving forward on how we can continue to progress toward 36. That's still ultimately the goal, and I think we have some stuff to work with. Okay, so we're going to start with San Marino. What we're going to do is, I think, just get rid of every team instruction, put everything back to normal. Just for now. We might end up adding some stuff in, but for now I want there to be absolutely nothing. Clean slate, don't do anything. I think if we try and crowd the wings a little bit more, it's going to leave space through the middle. So this is my plan. Couple strikers, nothing in the middle. Obviously, we're just going to stick, I don't know, some random centre back, or centre, 5'6", good. A 5'6" centre mid is going to play in goal. We are going to play very attacking. Let's see. Out of possession, here we go. I want us to defend wide, because we're going to play in the middle, so that'll work out. I want get stuck in because I'd like them to get... I don't want to get people sent off. That's going to make fouls and then not score. I don't think I want to do that, actually. Ooh, offside trap. No. I think forcing them inside is all I really want to do right now. I don't think there's anything else I want to do. So now that San Marino are figured out, let's get us. So let's go... We're going to leave all focus play through the middle. Good. Let's go. I want high tempo, standard passing. I think shoot on sight because they have that horrendous goalkeeper. Yeah, very narrow attacking. In transition, let's be quick. Distribute. I don't think it really matters, to be honest, where that goes. Let's go much higher, so we're just going to annihilate them. And then let's go also very attacking. I think this is going to be the way. I think this is going to yield some pretty great results with any luck in this game going forward. So let's jump in. Attempt number 3. Let's see how this goes. Ladies and gentlemen, we are on pace. Halftime, it is 23-0, so clearly this is working. 50 first half shots, 24 on target, which means the goalkeeper made a save at some point, which is quite incredible. 9.85 XG is translated to 23 goals. Odds on Edouard with, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So he's made double figures already. We are on track. This might not even matter because of how ridiculous this game is. FM has been known to taper teams in the second half that are dominating another. We need another 14 in the second half to break the record. I hope we can do it. I think we will. 23 in the first half should easily yield us 14 in the second. But let's see how we do by the time this game ends. Alright, it's all happening so fast. It's 34-0 with 20 minutes to go. It's definitely been a slower half. We're starting to miss shots. We've missed a few in a row there. San Marino down to 10 men now. Surely we can get 3 more goals in 15 minutes. Please. 36. One more. 37. They've done it. 37-0. Alright. So the record is broken. 38-0 now. Corner. Don't know what's happening. How high are we going to get in this game? We're going to give it another shot. We're going to start making France even more attacking than they are. 39-1. Oh, they let San Marino score. Does that taint it? I don't think so. 39-1. 40-1. 41-1. Okay, now they're showing off. We broke the record. They're stopped me sweating. 42-1. 93 shots. 47 on target. What was it? 44. It's almost over. 44. 45. It doesn't even show up every time they score. I just have to keep looking at it. Edouard makes it 47 apparently. 47-2. Edouard misses. And there we go. 47-2. A new world record in an official-ish game. 47-2. That is the new benchmark. Conceding twice isn't ideal, I'll admit. But 47-2. We're not done. I think we can do better. And we're going to try that in the next game. But we set out what we set out to achieve. 47-2. Let's see how much further we can push this. One more attempt. Alright, so I think the San Marino setup worked, clearly. But now we're going to mess with France. And I think it starts with the formation change. I think we go stick with the vertical ticket. I'm going to fix that anyway. Can I just pick a... Okay, I won't bother picking one. We're going to go... something like this? Or just go to like a normal 4-3-3? Do we just do a 4-3-3? I don't think... we don't have to be too fancy with it here. I don't think 4 is even necessary to be completely... I don't mind if we concede. I want to score more goals. We're going to do something like this. I think. I kind of like this. It's much more attacking than it was. I'm not going to worry too much about roles and things like that. We're going to stick to very attacking. I need to go do that in San Marino, actually. I forgot to add that back in. I'm going to make that higher still. Focus to the middle. Underlaps can go off. Doesn't really matter. Shoot on sight again. Attacking with narrow. Counter press. Distribute quickly again. Don't worry about short kicks. Just kick it somewhere. Let's play much higher. That's what I'm doing with San Marino as well. That's another change I made. Is I'm making them play much higher. Hopefully that just gives us even more space in behind. What did I say I was going to change for them? I've already forgotten now. So I don't think it could have been that important. Oh, the mentality, that's right. Very attacking. Okay. Last try. It was 47-2. Let's see if we can go ahead and beat it. Ladies and gentlemen, it is 44-0. I think. 45-0. 46-0. 47, I think? 47-0. We have improved ever so slightly, because it's not 47-2, get one more goal. 47 again, but this time without conceding. 47-0 is the final score. I think that does take it over 47-2. So there we go. That ends this video, this experiment, yes, you can beat the world record biggest win on Football Manager, and you can do it by winning 47-0. Let me know down in the comments if you've done any better. Show me your results. Show me on Twitter if you have done better than this as well. Thank you so very much for watching. I appreciate it. Let me know what you thought of this video. Leave a comment, leave a like, subscribe. There will be some more videos kind of like this making their way onto the channel in the near future. But until then, again, thank you so very much for watching. Goodbye.